All right, buenos dias. What's good, gamers? It's X-Pac, the guy that runs this series, and the channel and everything, kinda. So yeah. Anyway, so this is my first video I'm doing for the channel. You may be able to tell that I don't have very many ideas. So I was talking about it with some of my homies, and they're like, "Hey, we should make something funny." And then I was watching, shout out, credit where it's due, Bedtime MMA. Goated channel, and I like his presentations and I think they're very funny, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I'll steal it. So that's what I did. I've stolen his content and repurposed it for my own nefarious purposes. Yeah, so shout out to Bedtime MMA. Goated. If you watch MMA, watch him. Anyway, so yeah, Formula R Factor, just as an overview. It's a silly, goofy little racing series with a bunch of AI. We have some lore. We have some mythical drivers. I just want to show you guys for the uninitiated, for the initiated, for people that are in between, which is most people. Excuse me. Just gonna show you some mythical drivers. Yeah. So, number one, Hector Raback, the original Daddy's Cash. Nobody does it better than him. Never qualifies for anything. Throws money, leaves. I don't know who that guy is that said all of that, but he was cooking. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's straight facts. And then you have his tremendous, beautiful, amazing 1979 record. You don't need to qualify, bro. Just buy the car and show up. Who said you have to qualify? He never leaves. We literally cannot get him to go away. He just calls the poor teams and comes back. If that's not mythical, I don't know what is. And it says an overview for his rookie year. DNQ'd nearly everything. He gave out $20 million because he was threatened by the Mexican cartel. Tremendous. He won the All-Star Open. He actually won it, which is supposed to be like, the redemption race for all the mid drivers, and he won it, which doesn't make sense, but that's just part of his lore. This is who he is. He's him. Let's see. And he got fired, started his own team. What can I say? Just a mad lad. Next up, serial killer Bruno. There's a good reason we don't talk about him. First driver to ever achieve a body count. Won his first race. We still don't know if he's even good or not. He might be. I wouldn't be able to tell you if he is. Wanted in 38 countries. That's just how it be when you murder people, like actually kill them. So don't do that, guys, if you don't want to be wanted in 38 countries. And he's probably already traced my location, so we're just gonna keep going through the video, and if you guys hear any sounds of murder, it wasn't Bruno. He didn't do it. I don't know who that is. So we're gonna watch a little video here so I can show you guys his first murder and what really got him started on the path. This is Bruno, by the way. This picture here is of Bruno on the bottom. I mean, the one on the top is also him, but on the bottom is after 3 p.m. I guess, or something like that. I don't really know. So we're gonna keep going. Yeah, so if you can name another driver that has done that, we can put them on this list. But until then, Bruno deserves to be number 9. And we're going to move on and see the next guy. So next is Hub Rattengat. He's the only driver to just manifest a film because he's that good. I'm never linking the script, by the way. You can find it yourself. It is out there, though, I promise. He somehow managed to mentally damage Ketevi after just 4 races, which is pretty impressive because even I couldn't do that. Nobody knows him, by the way. If you ask anybody on the paddock about Hub Rattengat, or I don't even know how to say his damn name, they don't know who you're talking about. So he just kind of shows up sometimes, maybe if he feels like it. He just starts speaking Dutch or whatever made up language he talks. I don't really know. And yeah, he just does that kind of stuff. Finishes second. I didn't know how to spell his name. That's a very important part of his lore. That's why he is who he is. He might be good, actually. I don't know. Nobody knows. He still has more polls than Nelson Piquet, which is, you know, a statistic which is accurate. So I don't know if you guys are gonna get mad at that, but it is true. And the last point is that it is Rats time, and then on the bottom you can see Kirby just explaining that it was indeed Rats time. The original, like the original sort of nexus point of his lore. Hoop saying it's Rats time and setting the Rats of Ferrari HQ, while Ghost Senna appears after a Monaco crash and starts chasing me. As a result, I get broken mentally. Same, dude. I also got broken mentally after that. So next up, Brian Henton. Bro literally spawned in out of nowhere. No, at least people know who he is. Nobody knows who, but when Brian just kind of spawned him, I guess he kind of spawned the knowledge of him too. So we all know him. We all love Brian over here. Bro won in Formula 2 in his mid-30s and still got into F1, which is crazy, because not even Roy Nissany could do that, and that's very impressive in my opinion. Only person to physically beat Nigel Mansell so far. That's really impressive. I think it's a really good stat, and I think that it could show that his talent and just his mythical status, that he's still the only person to physically beat Nigel Mansell after this long. So yeah, that's really great for him. Good job, Brian. Look at that smile, by the way. That's 10 out of 10 right there. Like, that man would shag your wife and then smile like that, and you wouldn't be mad. You just forgive him. Look at him. Next up, how do you recover from this? That was his Formula 2 debut. Not really his debut, but like in this series, yeah. Yeah, he recovered from that somehow, which is insane. What is happening in this image? I don't know. And yeah, last point, he will never race again. That's it. He just won't. Next up, old man Andretti crashes every 2 minutes. If you guys listen, this is the thing about Andretti, guys, okay? First off, I love him. He's like my favorite driver probably ever. But he crashes so fucking much in this league, it's not even fun. I'm not even supposed to say bad words in this video. We're gonna have to... Okay, whatever. Anyway, he crashes so much, bro. It's not even funny. The amount of insane stuff that I've seen him do is... It's not even funny anymore, but I still laugh because, you know, it's Andretti. He doesn't care, by the way. He probably never will. Good for him. He lost to Riccardo Patrese for literally no reason. Yeah, that speaks for itself. There's no justification for why he lost the title to Patrese, but it happened, and we're still living after that. We're just living with the repercussions of that. He still wins, even though he's like 90 years old. So, you know, we stand a winning king in these parts. He's him. We will never be free from his curse. Yeah, I don't know what the curse is, but he did it, and we're all locked here by it. So hopefully he does free us one day. I'm still waiting for that. All right, next video, next one. Chris Among Us. He left the farm, bro. Bro was literally out here tending to the sheep and like feeding the goats and like, you know, killing the chickens and cooking them and having some bomb ass meals when he just got the call from Renault and he said okay. So, you know, that's pretty legendary in my opinion. Bro was in the prime of his career and nobody wanted him. Like, he literally, this is post Ferrari, okay, bro? Chris Amon at Ferrari was really good. I don't know how that wasn't enough to like get everybody calling him, but the only team that wanted him was Ensign, which is insane to me. And then he almost just straight up didn't have a job after he beat Patrese and Heska, which is also insane because he literally deserved, like at that point he deserves to be at a top team, but nobody wanted him, even though he literally beat like one of the future best drivers in this league. It's ridiculous, but you know, we lived through that era. He's at the good team now. Not really. Nearly won the title twice, even though he doesn't know what a turbo is. That's very impressive. I don't really, I'm not much better than that. I know a little bit about turbos, but he doesn't even, like, I tried to ask him about it and he just kind of shrugged and walked away. So yeah, that was pretty impressive that he managed to almost win a title. Saddest image of all time right there. That's just impressive. You know, I can't escape the Among Us jokes. It's not funny anymore. It's not 2020. But people will still call him Chris Among Us. So you can't escape that ever. So tragic. But we stand Chris Among Us in this house. Next up, Keijo Eric Rosberg. First off, he was already old when he started. Not as old as Brian, but he was still kind of old, and he still managed to make a good career. This image does go hard. Feel free to screenshot it, please. Bro hits the cursed blood daily. Dude, I don't even know what's in the cigarettes he smokes, but he's just on them daily. I'm sure there's something in there. That's like his key to his power. Everyone in the server acknowledges that Keke is him, bro. Like, if you ask anybody in the server how he is, they will just tell you that he's the guy. He is probably the freaking best driver to like never win a title right now as it stands. And this man just gets older and older and nobody wants him. And you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, I'll win with the worst team, I guess. I could do that. Peep the stats real quick. Winning in a shadow, winning in Fittipaldi, nearly winning the title twice. He scored a point in an end sign, which Chris Amon could not do. So very impressive. And then the last one is me explaining why Keke is the GOAT. And yeah, I mean, I don't shut up about him because he's that good. He just keeps doing stuff that is like, damn, this guy should be in like Ferrari, but you know, nobody signs him. So he's at McLaren though, at least. So you know, he's a decent car. Okay, car. Hopefully, Keijo Eric Rosberg continues the legend. And we will find out what's in the cursed blind. The next up, we have rookie PK. He's not even a rookie anymore, but you know, that's what his mythical title is, so he's earned it. He hates everyone. He called me gay when I tried to interview him. That really hurt my feelings. He literally ended multiple careers for no reason. Like, Elio De Angelis cannot pull up to the grid anymore without getting bullied because of how badly Nelson beat him. Like, it's insane, bro. Bro, Elio was supposed to be like the future of this series and like the next generation, and Nelson just beat him so bad that nobody cares about him anymore. Like, he probably won't even get a seat until maybe 1983 or 4, bro. Like, it's tragic that this man has been languishing in ATS for like 5 years, bro, because nobody cares about him after what Nelson did to him. It's insane. It's like actually unhinged, bro, what Nelson did to him. But yeah, he also retired Jacques Lafitte, which is again also insane because Jacques Lafitte literally would never have retired in real life. Like, he would have just kept on going. Like, he only retired because he broke both of his legs in like the most violent, insane crash ever. And yeah, Nelson just pulled up. They raced for 1 season and he's done just forever. Nobody cares about Jacques anymore. So yeah, insane activity there from Nelson. He leaves the grid every 2 years. Like, he has the same problem as Keke where nobody wants him. Or nobody wanted him for a long time because Ferrari literally had like a goated lineup with Patrese and Andretti. But then Andretti left because he was old, and Patrese betrayed them. So they had to take on PK as like, oh, I guess I have to sign him now. How tragic. And it's like, bro, he's literally been primed to be like a god tier driver for years now. But yeah, so it's actually over. This season so far. Yeah, it's over. While he unfinished, bro. There's nothing else to say. Next up, we have Carlos. Bro is literally immune to being fired. Like, he had to retire to leave the series because, you know, Heinz kept renewing his contract every year. So that was pretty cool. Bro spent 10 years in the same team. That is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think anyone has ever done that at this point in F1. Who do you think started the Falklands War? I'm not gonna answer that question because I like being alive. So I'm sure he's a very nice man. It's just a question, okay? I'm just asking a question. Don't hurt me, okay? I love Argentina. We love Argentina in this house, okay? Bro is literally good, but he doesn't like racing. Like, he had moments of brilliance during like the 5 or so years, 5 or 6 years that he was in FRF. This man had like, you knew that he could be good, but he just never cared to even try half the time. And then bro was like god tier in real life. What was his problem? I don't know. Bro only started trying when he retired. You can see there, that was his last season where, like, first off, he's kind of inconsistent when he does finish. Second off, he does have good, like, 5th and 6th is impressive. A little less so because, you know, this is an old scoring format, but I mean, you gotta take what you can get, bro, at this point. It's pretty good except for like the 5 straight DNFs, but I don't know. He's old, bro. What are you gonna do? Can't blame him. And then that's him sleeping on the corner after he retired. I hope he enjoys his retirement. Next honorable mentions. Keiichi Tsuchiya. There's literally no justification for ever signing him this early in his career, but that's what I did, so yeah. Michelle Mouton, she girl bossed so hard she got fired, which is amazing. Alex Ribeiro, yeah. AJ Foyt, bro still wants to compete, but he's 47 years old. Like, bro, you do not have it anymore. Stop. John Paul Jr., the crack man. Money Mike Thackwell could buy the entire series if he really wanted to. And I don't know why there's a fake Zerbe here, by the way. Like, I literally don't. So, FRF Patracy, he's on the FBI's no-fly list. Bro has no reason to be this good. I didn't even put any stats in here. You just have to believe it. He won 2 titles with Ferrari and immediately betrayed them. I have no idea if he's a Chad or a snake. Bro literally chose to not win a 3rd title and sign with Renault. And Renault are so off the pace of Ferrari that's not even funny. So, yeah. And then the Vettel with a great point. Who is Ricardo? I don't know. You can see there a picture of the man himself, and then the all-time wins list where he's like at the bottom of the screenshot, but he has more titles than everyone except Jackie Stewart so far, which is incredible. Genuinely, like, he has 6 wins, and he doesn't even, like, bro, he has less than half the wins of Mario Andretti, Emerson Fittipaldi, and Niki Lauda, but he's still tied on them with like 4 championship points, which is amazing. No, championship wins in general, my bad. It's very impressive, I gotta say. 10 out of 10 effort. So yeah, that's the video. Bye.